What up, guys? It's your boy Who Does That, and today I have Story Saturdays for you guys, a weekly series where I tell you guys a story of something interesting or embarrassing that happened in my life. So this story is probably about, I'm going to say about 6 years old. So I was probably, I think, 11. I'm not exactly sure, but pretty much me and my two best friends, we were hanging out, I think in their, I lived in a trailer park, so they actually had the biggest lot on the trailer park, if I'm not correct. And they had like a whole side that pretty much went out almost to the road. And they had all of that area to themselves. And I remember, I think they had a picnic table. And me and my friend were sitting there and we were talking. And I really don't know what it was about. But I think we were just, I don't know. I called him stupid. It was something really dumb. And all I remember is we just started spitting at each other. And next thing we know, we were fighting, like legitly fighting each other for no apparent reason at all. We used to do things like this all the time. We used to get mad at each other for the dumbest things in the world. And I remember he kicked me in the, I don't know, I think it was like the kidneys or the ribs or something like that. And it really, really ticked me off. And back then, the trailer that they lived in it wasn't the best trailer in the world. It was a pretty bad trailer that they lived in for, I think they lived in it for about 2 years, and then they moved in. They actually have a pretty nice house now, but the trailer that they lived in was really, really shitty. And I seen a rake on the ground. My friend went in his room, and he was like doing all these funny faces at me, and I was a little shithead back then, and I used to get really, really, really mad, so I just took that fucking rake and I fucking threw it out the window. And I broke the fucking window. I threw a like the part, you know, like the big giant huge rakes, the ones with the big plastic part. I just hit it with the plastic part and it went right through the window. Freaking broke it. They were very pissed off at me. And I actually never ended up replacing that window, I'm pretty sure. My mom actually ended up ordering a new window, but never actually got it replaced. And they weren't my friends for probably about 2 weeks, and then everything was calm, and then we were best friends again. And that was probably about one of the stupidest things I've ever done, and I thought that would have actually ended our friendship right then and there. But, you know, it didn't. It's still strong from this very day. But, okay, I'm going to tell you guys another story. This is a 2-in-1 double story for you guys today. So I do not know how old I was. I was probably about, I'm probably going to say 11. I think it was probably the summer. Yeah, it was probably the summer. This summer or the year after. I don't know. One or the other. So I was probably 11 or 12 years old. And there was this really other shitty trailer on the other side of the trailer park. And it was just sitting there. And it was like pretty much abandoned. And there was these two big jerry cans of gas. And we all wanted to have a fire that night. So you guys know where this is going. I wanted to take the gas. You know, 11 or 12-year-old kid, I loved playing with fire. So my idea was just drench all this wood with it and just fucking light it. But I was a really stupid child back then. So I tried to take it the first time. So I go over there, me and my friend, we go to try to take it. And this lady comes out, oh, this is this guy's gasoline, blah, 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 blah. This gas has been in this trailer park since I moved in. So it was probably there for about a year and a half just sitting there through winter, through summer, and I didn't think it was any good, and no one would probably use it in their vehicle, so I'm like, fuck it. So the lady's like, his next door neighbor is like, don't touch that gas, blah, 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 blah. She gave me like a whole big lecture about that you shouldn't take it, and all this other stupid shit, and I didn't really care what one fucking word that this bitch had to say to me, so I just actually ended up going back in about probably 3 or 4 hours, ended up sneaking around through some people's yards, being all stealthy and everything like that. I think me and my friend Georgie, correct me if I'm wrong, Georgie, leave in the comment section down below. But me and him, I think we went over there and we took the gasoline, and we actually ended up running to the beach, which is also on the trailer park. We had a beach, and then we had the whole trailer park to ourselves pretty much. It was pretty awesome. So we would go over to the beach. We obviously dug a big hole, had some wood in it and everything like that, and I ended up pouring, I think, I do not know how much gasoline, way too much gasoline on the fire, and then I lit it. I don't know who the fuck gave us this lighter and was brilliant enough to give me this lighter, but I think it was my dad or their dad, one or the other. And we lit the fire, poured some gasoline on it, and I was a fucking pyro back then, so I just fucking kept dumping the gasoline. And then the lady who seen us actually take the gasoline, she fucking came running over there. She's like, what the fuck did I tell you not to take this gasoline? But there's this huge fucking hazard right here where we could have all have died. We ended up pouring a jerry can, it was actually a big jerry can, full of gasoline all over this thing, all over the fire. And then I decided to throw the jerry can on the fire, and then I told my friend Billy to throw it in the fucking lake and try to sink it or hide it or something, but that obviously didn't work. And she threatened to call the fire department, the police, Children's Aid, if you guys don't know what that is. And my fucking dad was freaking out at all of us. Their mom was freaking out. Why the fuck were you guys doing that? And I think I actually ended up getting grounded for, I think, about a week. I could not leave my room, could not do anything. It was fucking horrible. Unbelievably ridiculous. I was really, really sad and disappointed about that, but I stayed in my room for, I think, a whole week. I was actually allowed to watch TVs and movies still, which was, you know, not too bad, but it was still pretty fucking shitty if you think about it, just having to sit in your room for a whole week just for playing with fire. Like, it's just, that's just horrible. My dad was very mean back then. Not really, but that wasn't too fucking nice of him in my personal opinion. But, so that's pretty much my story. Do not play with fire, guys. Really not a good idea, especially when you pour tons and tons of gasoline on it. Do not do that. It's a really bad idea. But as soon as I know, please leave a sub, like, comment, favorite if you guys did enjoy the video. And I will see you guys next week on Story Saturdays. Well, yeah, I'll upload another video sometime this week. But you know what the fuck I mean. See ya, bitches. Peace out, bitch. Yeah, so
I got
the end of the video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it, everything like that. That
Oh,
update, I really
shit!
enjoyed it. I'm really happy
How
that
the fuck
they
did
nerfed
I
the
go?
IDs.
No, I was
they
behind the
nerfed
fucking
sniper
wall.
reload
Oh,
time and
that
stuff
must
like
be
that,
Esmond,
and how it
pussy.
aims in. I think
Pussy
they nerfed
wagon.
a few things like that. They
Okay,
nerfed the
go over here.
AK-12. They did,
Where's
you know,
this kid?
Infinity Ward's trying to do something right for once, which is actually very, very surprising.
got it.
Going to step in the right direction, but they still have a
Running
lot of
red.
fixing to do if they want to make this
Come on,
game
one kill to win, baby.
golden and make me want to keep playing it for the whole entire year without me getting bored and wanting to headbutt a knife. But as soon as out, please leave a sub, like, comment, favorite if you guys